But again, the reason being is there's 10 of them. 261 copies of this card, relatively rare. And if you can believe it or not, it last sold for 60 bucks. Today we're going over 4 different pop culture cards. We're talking people with long-standing significance in the entertainment business, just people that you and I all know, people across the country know, maybe across the world, they're that significant. And all these cards have one thing in common. They're all very low pop count. I believe they're all rookie cards as well of these players, and they're all extremely low pop count. The first person we're going to take a look at is the Biebs, Justin Bieber. This is back in 2010, his Panini rookie card. It says first print, and it just so happens that Drake is standing right next to him. This is back in 2010. This is 14 years ago. I don't know how old Justin Bieber is. I could guess late 20s, so he's probably 13, 14, 15 years old in this picture. Again, 14 years ago, Drake, I assume, is around my age, 38 years old, so this is his early 20s. It's just a very iconic throwback card, and furthermore, there's just 261 in a PSA 10. 261 copies of this card, relatively rare, and if you can believe it or not, it last sold for 60 bucks. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to be able to find a copy for $60. That might take a while, or some negotiating, or something close to, but that seems like a steal in my opinion. That sale was on March 7th, 2024, and if we take a look at his chart here, we could see some of the last few sales, $60, $63, as low as $43. This is an auction price.
I'm coming in.
Hey you, in the back of the class. Yeah, come on up. Let's deep dive into a pop culture card. If that is true, or you can get best offers for $60 or $63, I might need to go put this card in my collection today. So that's the first card we're going to look at. I do want to take a look at the chart or the graph down here to see what the prices have been doing. And you can see all the way back in May of 2022, this card had a price of $372. And the one thing we all need to remember that I keep preaching is that in 2021, the market was really way up here. So this card has taken a significant fall in the past 2 years. As you can see, it just, and then it did hit a pop. I don't know what happens here, and we're at $200, and now it's hit this kind of steady low of right around 50 bucks. In the past, since June, the summer of 2023, we see a spike, and that new mark is more maybe around the $60 or $70 range we're seeing today. So this is a card that I am gonna try to put in my collection. If I do, I will share that with you. For $60, I just find this card to be a steal at just 272 copies in a PSA 10. Before we move on, let's take a look at how many copies there are in a PSA 9. How rare is this thing? In a PSA 9, there is only 124 copies. That is a good sign. 100. So in a PSA 10 and a PSA 9, there's less than 500 total in high grade. And again, it's just kind of an iconic card. They've been around a long time. Everyone knows who these people are, probably worldwide. Next person we're going to look at is Dave Portnoy. I discovered him late, but I love his pizza reviews. I'm going to put one up right now.
Greasy, messy, floppy. Some people wolf that down. I ain't one of them.
So they just opened.
I fought a war for this.
You fought a war?
World War II. That's right.
Attaboy, thank you for your service.
Okay, my pleasure.
What is going on, Frank? All right, so we're doing a pizza review.
Here's Dave Portnoy's 2014 Topps Allen and Ginter. I assume this is his rookie card and probably his only baseball card. It's a 2014 Topps Brooklyn, New York. He's got to love this Barstool jersey and in a PSA 10. Let's take a look. It last sold for $43 on March 19th, 2024. It sold for there's 185 copies in that grade of a PSA 10. So again, under 200 copies in a PSA 10. Dave Portnoy is not nearly as legendary as the last card we saw, the two people on that, Justin Bieber's rookie card. However, he has been around a long time, and I don't expect him to go anywhere. And just the fact that it's such low pop count, and he's known in a lot of different genres. I mean, his videos on those pizza videos get millions of views. What is it? Everyone knows the rules. One bite. Everyone knows the rules.
One Bite Everybody Knows the Rules. He took over the making of it. One Bite Everybody Knows the Rules.
One bite, even though he takes 3 or 4, it's hilarious. We love it. There's only 23 in a PSA 9, so it's making this card extremely rare. It's selling for, last sold for 31 bucks. Let's take a look at the chart on a PSA 10. On a PSA 10, again, I mean, it resembles a lot just like the last card. We have sales of $250, $300, and you better believe that in 2021, this card was much higher up. And so now it takes a fall, it bounces around, but overall, you know, it finds a home at $50 back in the beginning of 2023. Again, it plays around, it's messing with you, it's all over the place. It does hit highs of just over $100, and that was back in October, November of 2023, and it's taken a steady decline to where we see it today, you know, right around $50 or $60. So in a PSA 10, again, there's under 200 copies total, 185 if I remember. Yep, 185, and it's selling for roughly 50 bucks, and I bet you can find that today for $50. Again, I don't own any of these cards, and I'm kind of talking myself in as we go of buying each one. They're relatively affordable. We've just seen 2 cards. I could probably spend $100 roughly and end up with both these cards in my collection. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And if I do that, I will definitely share it with you because I just think that's a good buy. Let's take a look at our next player here. Next player is going to be our next entertainer. I don't know what you want to call him. Jay-Z, pop culture cards is what we're really looking at here. This isn't a PSA 10. This is Topps Chrome. He has several different rookie cards from 2005. I'm choosing to look at the Topps Chrome just because of the name, and it holds a premium over Topps.
I'm coming in.
The man's in trouble. I'm going to show you how great I am.
This man is a psychotic.
So he's great.
Shut up!
In a PSA 10, there's 112 copies. That's it and that's all. Jay-Z's been around over 20 years. Jay-Z's married to Beyonce. Jay-Z has ties to the Nets. I don't know if anymore. Jay-Z is a mogul all over the place. And it's $94, under $100 you can get his PSA 10 Topps Chrome rookie card, and there's only 112 copies out there. In a PSA 9, let's take a look. Does it skyrocket or is there even less? Just 222. So if there's 222 and 112, you're looking at about 350 combined in this high grade. And in a PSA 9, I love that it says rookie card, president and CEO of Def Jam. He's looking classy. In a PSA 9, it's selling for $40 roughly. If you can't afford the PSA 10 or don't want to go and put that much money into it. Again, 2 years ago it was selling for $90, almost double or basically double of what it's selling for today. I want to look at the PSA 10. Do I really want to go out and spend $100 on a Jay-Z rookie card? I don't know. The PSA 9 for $40 is much more appealing. However, the PSA 10, there's less. There's very few. What was there, 112? So it's a very rare card. This was selling for between $400 to $600. In 2021, it would have been up here, of course. I'm going to keep pointing that out. It's kind of been a roller coaster ride until the beginning of 2023, where it's kind of stayed level here at the $100 price tag. Jay-Z, comment below of the 3 cards we've looked at so far. Which one do you want in your collection the most? Which one do you think you would? Which one's the best deal? Which one do you? If you had, we'll go. This is the last card we'll go over, and you could include this one of the 4 cards. Which is the best to go out and get in your collection today? So this is Kim Kardashian, 2009. Upper Deck, she still looks semi-human here. Prominent cuts in Upper Deck. I assume this is a rookie card. She had some autograph cards that are skyrocketing in price, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. I felt like looking at this. It's selling for $450 because of the price, because of the year. I have to think it's a rookie card. Why does she have a ton of cards? And there's 10 of them. So I can't imagine you can find this on the market. If you can, and it's a relatively affordable price, you might want to pick it up because, again, there's just 10 of them. It's selling for a premium at $450, but again, the reason being is there's 10 of them. How about in a PSA 9? Let's take a look. In a PSA 9, there's only 1 copy in a PSA 9 selling for about half the price, or its last sale, which was back in 2023 the summer of 2023. Just curious raw what this card sells for. I mean, this might be a card. This was February 19, 2024. If this is the actual card, now it looks like this might get a 6, 7, depending on the actual scratches or wear on this card. But it sold for $25. I don't know. Is there actual chart? Yeah, there is this raw chart here. I like to look at it raw. It seems like this could be a good buying point to grade it. There's very few in a 9 or 10. Even if you got it at 8, 7, it seems like this card is better to buy raw than spend the $400 in a PSA 10. It's so rare, even graded. There's what did we see? 11 copies graded. If you can find this card raw for under $50, it doesn't really matter the condition. Buy this card and get it graded. If I can find this card raw at this price, $30, yes, I will try to pick it up and get it graded because there's just very few of them. I'm guessing it's hard to find sales of this card. It's a rare card, as we could see by the pop count. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. I'd like to keep making these pop culture videos because they're just fun and a little bit different. If you have not subscribed, please do so to help the channel grow. We recently just hit 1,000 subscribers, so thank you for subscribing if you're new or a veteran, and ring the bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah. Was that on the outtakes?
Going on a cruise, you know?
You going on a cruise?
Where you going?
Yeah, I'm taking her on a cruise.
Where are you going to go? I mean, where are you visiting on the cruise?
Well, it's going to be on a boat.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but what are you going to do?
Going?
Where's the boat go?
Well, the boat's going to be in the water.
All right.
What up, everybody? This is Robert Horry, a.k.a. Big Shot Bob, and you're watching Professional Sports Cards. Hey, by the way, go buy my rookie card.